Good morning, guys. Today we've got another story time, and again I thought it would be nice if you could see the beach, because I know you missed the beach. Remember though, we are not walking on the beach. We're not allowed to go to the beach because we're on lockdown level 4, which means we're allowed to walk next to the beach but not on the beach, okay? So today's story is another story about Woofy. It's called The Adventures of Lola and Woofy, and this one is called Sick as a Dog. Let's see what happens. It's Saturday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow for us it's going to be Saturday. That's what the story says. It's Saturday and Woofy is sick. He keeps whining and he can't walk. Lola can't play with him and she's bored because there's no school today. What can she do to make Woofy feel better and start running around in the yard again? Look at that. Poor Woofy's not feeling well. Lola knows what to do. She calls Bugsy, and since it's a beautiful day, they decide to build a hospital for Woofy. A hospital is a place where sick people go. Or rather, they build a medical dog house with a big red cross on it so that everyone will know Woofy is not feeling well. Look at that cross on Woofy's house. Then Lola puts on her white doctor's blouse she got for Christmas. Not knowing exactly what to do, she asks Woofy to stick out his tongue and say, "Ah," just like she does when she goes to the doctor. "Ah," you guys have done that before. But that is a bit complicated for a little dog. Woofy doesn't understand what to do. Lola asks Bugsy to bring the camera she received at Christmas. He takes lots of pictures of Woofy's leg, and they pretend they are X-rays. That will help them discover what is the problem with Woofy. Look at that, taking photos of Woofy's leg. After that, Lola puts a clean blanket in the doghouse. She remembers that milk is good for your health. So she fills a jar, makes a hole in the lid for a straw, and gives it to Woofy. Good thing that Bugsy is here to help her feed Woofy like this. Milk is good for you. That's a good idea, Lola. Even though Lola takes good care of her dog, he keeps whining. Maybe it's time to tell her parents. She must admit that although she's a model doctor and Bugsy is a perfect assistant, Woofy doesn't seem to get better and he still can't walk. No sooner said than done, Lola's parents call the vet right away. Luckily, he lives just across the street. He examines Woofy and quickly finds out, after all, it's his job, that Woofy's problem is much less serious than they thought. He simply had a thorn in his paw. Oh, thank goodness it's just a thorn. The vet pulled it out in a flash, and with some tweezers he has in his bag. Tell you the story now. Lola and her parents, who were very worried before, are relieved that the problem is solved so quickly. The vet notices Lola's white blouse and explains how she could take care of Woofy to make sure he heals perfectly. In fact, all she has to do is disinfect the spot where the ugly thorn was. Lola is very proud to be the vet's assistant now, almost a real nurse. She will make sure she follows his instructions to heal Woofy's leg. Bugsy watches her and thinks she has done a good job. I think she's a good owner too, dog owner too. The dog seems to feel better. Once the thorn is out and the wound has been disinfected, Woofy stops whining and gets up right away. He walks towards Lola, her parents, Bugsy, and even the vet to show them how grateful he is to be rid of the thorn. He licks their faces and wags his tail. When a dog licks, it's like they're giving you a kiss, and when they wag their tail, it means they are happy. It's good to see Woofy happy again. He's ready to start playing in the yard and forget his rough day. Everybody is laughing. They thank the vet for coming right away and making sure Woofy gets better instead of worse. Look at that! Woofy is all better. Lola and Bugsy clean up around the doghouse and paint its roof red. Look at that, a red doghouse roof. They laugh, dance and jump around. Woofy keeps barking happily to show that despite his difficult morning, this beautiful Saturday will have a happy ending after all. Oh, that is a beautiful story. Woofy was feeling sick. Lola helped him like a good doctor and a good dog owner. Bugsy helped, but eventually they had to call the vet. The vet is a doctor who helps animals. Remember guys, if you have pets, a good dog owner always makes sure they've got fresh water, they've got clean food, and they get lots and lots of love. That's what animals love, okay? Take care and see you soon. Bye!
Bye.